News from Imprint in their 4K and Blu-ray special edition is Convoy from 1978. This was one of those movies that I saw a couple of times back in the 80s, and to be honest, the only thing I really remembered about it was the song, which of course everybody knows, Chris Christopherson, and basically a lot of trucks. That's my resounding memory of this one. Going into it, I'm not sure I expected much more than that. You know, a movie based off a song doesn't sound like the great basis for a wonderful film. But what they create here is a great analogy for the working man versus the man, a kind of modern outlaw look at life, and a film that feels very much like a modern Western. And everything comes together in a wonderful way.
Negatory, who this is?
This is the duck, yo, bandit.
Oh, goddamn spider, Mike and Trevor Duck from Albuquerque.
We have Chris Christopherson playing Robert Duck. He is the leader of these group of people, a reluctant leader, someone who doesn't want to lead at all. He's just living his life the way he sees his life needs to be lived. He just breezes through. He does some things that aren't really all that great morally, but it's just his life. It's just the way he likes to live. And he, at a truck stop, bumps into Ali McGraw, who's looking for a ride. He is also with a group of people. There is Ernest Borgnine, who turns up as Lyle Wallace, a sheriff who has nothing but disdain and dislike for truckers. And it ends up in a barroom brawl. A fantastic sequence. It's both simultaneously exciting, it's thrilling, and it's just fun. And you see all these different aspects of people having the upper hand, being put down a little bit. Nobody is invincible here. They all take hits, knocks, makes them feel like real people. When punches land, they feel as if they hit hard. And ultimately, we find our truckers just fleeing, trying to get out of this state. They create a convoy as they try to move through it. And as the police, led by Lyle, and a wonderfully horrific performance by Borgnine, who you really detest just from the opening sequence. He has that kind of smarmy look and act about him that you just dislike.
How much is it, Lyle?
50 each. You rummy bastard. 60.
It's a wonderfully simple tale, but the way it's told creates some wonderful action set pieces with these juggernauts of vehicles. They create some wonderful thematics that draws in all different kinds of elements and just builds upon the story as it goes on. This was something that, although feels breezy at times, feels exciting at others, and really at moments very pertinent as well, as it draws in various aspects. There's a moment where a politician tries to attach himself to the group of convoy people because it's got public support, and he wants to latch onto that to drive his political career. And it's that little side story that just, feels as if something that is just always there in society.
What else you have in mind?
I want to take you to Washington, D.C. as a people's leader, which is just what you become.
And I really kind of like that aspect. But when you look at the characters, and there's a wealth of fantastic actors in this. Chris Christopherson is fantastic as the reluctant anti-hero of Robert Duck, a man who just wants to do the right thing and move on. That all the hoopla that goes with it is not really interesting to him. Ali McGraw is terrific as Melissa, a woman who ends up just passing through, getting aloft and drawn into this world that she knows nothing about, but suddenly becomes infatuated with. Lots of great other actors as well. It really bolstered the story. It looks phenomenal. It has its ups and downs and a little bit pacing issues here and there, but for the most part, it's another thrilling Sam Peckinpah film. One that I just absolutely adored. I was so captured by the look, by everything that was going on, by the tale. Chris Christopherson was a great lead in this one, and just tied this movie together. So surprised going back to Convoy that it was more nuanced and layered than I first remembered, and to find a film that I really, really enjoyed, one that I almost bypassed just because of my forgetful memory, I suppose. But yeah, great. I'd love to know your thoughts on Convoy. But first, let's dive in and have a look at the extras on this disc. Here we are in the theatrical version disc for Convoy. Let's go to the special features. First up, you'll see a commentary by filmmaker and Peckinpah scholar Mike Siegel. Next, we have Passion and Poetry, Sam's Trucker movie, documentary by Mike Siegel, revised and upscaled for 2024. This is a lengthy 1 hour, 11 minutes, 25 seconds, and covers everything you'd hope it would cover, talking to people, looking back at the film and its legacy. Next, we have 3 lost scenes that run at 5 minutes, 55 seconds. We have In-Jokes, Friends and Cameos featurette, which runs at 6 minutes, 5 seconds. It's a great little extra, just pointing to all the hidden little things throughout the film. Trucker Notes from Norway is an interview with trucker expert Andreas Lofaldi, which runs at 3 minutes, 19 seconds. Passion and Poetry, the Peckinpah in Portugal Part 2, featurette from the Portuguese Peckinpah retrospective, and focuses a lot on Convoy. We have Promoting Convoy, which is an animated gallery, which is just under 10 minutes, just over 11 minutes, is Convoy in colour. And then we have 3 other behind-the-scene image galleries as well. We also have the theatrical trailer, the US TV spot, and the US radio spots with photo gallery. Here we are in Convoy, the extended cut disc. This runs for an extra 5 minutes, but it's only on Blu-ray. If you go to the special feature, we'll see we have The Lost Convoy, video essay by filmmaker and Peckinpah scholar Mike Siegel. And this runs for 21 minutes, 20 seconds. And that's the extras for Convoy. So there we have it. There's the extras, but as I said, I want to know your thoughts. So let me know in the comment box below whether you loved it, hated it, fell somewhere in the middle, or if you're curious to check it out. As always, there is more content up here. You can see more of my stuff. In the description box below are links to Patreon, membership program, manvfilm.com. Always in which you can support me. Thanks for watching.